Hello, everybody. Got another video for you all. Um, Hope you are all enjoying the snow day. And we'll jump right into it. Get you some cards to start studying with. We're gonna jump right into it. So I already jumped into the browse menu. You're gonna go into your Anking deck, and then you will go into first aid as usual, where we will probably stay for this block. And then go down to cardiovascular, and we're gonna start off in embryology. And there's a lot that we are activated in embryology, so get you a lot of cards to hopefully help you study. So start embryology, just one, you can activate all of it. The one I didn't activate is more of a clinical pathology one where the patent foramen ovale leads to a paradoxical emboli. I just left that out. I could save myself one card, but you can activate it if you want. Otherwise, that is the one I didn't activate. Two, activated all the cards at the beginning. I didn't go into the clinical here. And then you'll see that the differences, these are all new. These ones are all from last block. So if you didn't learn these last block, I believe, yeah, they were last block, FOM3. I grabbed them now because they're going to help with concept that she brought back in the lecture today. But don't pick up any of these pathology. They're total two in detail. And then in the embryology for the heart specifically, you can grab all of them. The ones I left out is this one, these two cards about the right common cardinal vein and the right anterior cardinal vein giving rise to the superior vena cava. That is not what she had in the lecture. So I figured I'm just not going to learn it quite yet. I'll save that for boards just because I don't want to get confused. Fetal circulation, all of it except the last two. And that just has to do with the pressure and the oxygen concentration within the veins, which she mentioned. Don't need to worry about that. And then in the postnatal derivatives, I just picked up these three here just because she touched on them. I don't know if they're that high yield. And if you want to, you can pick up the first two as well, referring to ligamentum teres hepatis. That is it for embryology. Kind of, you should almost have all of this activated now. And then we're going to go into physiology where we had a lot today. So we're going to start in part one of physiology. And so in my previous videos, I activated all these, but I just want to review it quick. So cardiac autonomic physiology, all of it, contractility, all of it, except this one. Oxygen demand, this is some new cards. So third, fourth, and fifth. And then this card down here, just because Dr. McCulley touched on the oxygen consumption of the heart as cardiac output increases as well. Afterload and preload, I just picked up these two here. So the velocity of shortening cardiac muscle decreases as afterload increases in this one, just because these ones go into more pharmacology related questions. So we haven't learned that yet, but that is coming. And then stroke volume, the new cards here. So I activated this card previously. You can activate all of them except for these three, referring to like percentages. And then these two on exercise, I don't feel like were high yield or especially even mentioned in the lecture, so I left those out. But those are the three there, and that is it for part one. And then we're going to jump to five, and five, this is it. So if you want, pause the video now, make sure your cards are oriented like this, and I try to activate all of them as well that I have, try to follow the same order. But if you want to make it easier on yourself, the cards that I don't have activated have total peripheral resistance, TPR, in the question sim. We haven't learned that yet because we learned the cardiac function curves, but we haven't learned like the systemic vasculature curves. So these are all in reference to the systemic vascular, so function curves. So I left those out. Figured we'll be learning those pretty soon. Don't need them yet. So starting here with this card, just TPR, TPR. I didn't activate the chronic anemia or anaphylaxis, TPR, and this is just all TPR, including this one. So leave those ones out, save yourself some time. And then we'll go to six. This is the last part. So a lot of new cards here. Cardiac cycle. This should all be from previous videos. So don't have to worry about that. But we just got a head start on the whatever this curve is called. Heart sounds, again, nothing new. jugular venous pulse, nothing new. Pathologies, nothing new. But the PV loop, whatever, I can't remember, the pressure, ventricular pressure loop, something like that. Activate all these. These are all really good. Bunch of key points for the lecture we learned today. And that is it for today's video. Hopefully short and not too many cards, but enough to keep you busy while at least up here in Oregon, we're all stuck in our homes. So hope that was helpful, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos.